Show Redux.
I told you when we were brainstorming topics for this episode, I told you in a couple of days I will be going down to a monastery. I haven't told you about this actually.
Nope, you have not
I just
mentioned
told you I
a
was
word
going
of
to
it.
a priest retreat.
Yeah, what is that?
Well, I believe that every Catholic man owes it to God, at least at one point in his life, to be open to possibly listening to a call to the priesthood.
You've really gone head first into this Catholic thing since you converted less than a year ago.
Well,
You've been diving head first into the deep end.
how do I tell this without taking up like an hour to tell this? Okay, I'm just going to make it very short and say it's been a very long process.
No, I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
I applaud you for
Yeah.
doing it. So you're going to be going to a priest retreat.
Right, okay, so yeah, back to that. So basically, me being Catholic, that was a long journey. But anyway, now...
You read the entire Bible, which is still incredibly impressive.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Not why you did it, but still.
I'm still
quite the
incredibly
feat.
impressed by it.
Quite the feat.
Not myself, I'm incredibly impressed by the Bible.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
So anyway, I think every guy who identifies as Catholic owes it to at least listen to a possible vocation. Me doing this, it's nothing serious. At this point, I have no serious calling to it. But next week, for a couple of days, I'll be going down to a monastery outside of Atlanta. It's just a retreat for single guys who, possibly could do it. And we'll see what happens. I don't foresee anything coming out of it right now, but I'm at least going to make myself available. That's what's going on. And I think it's going to be great. I mean, that could be a cool career for me.
It's absolutely going to be an experience.
Right.
There's no doubt about it.
And I will tell people all about it when I get back.
Regardless of what happens, how bad or good it goes, it's going to be quite the story to hear.
Sure. And I don't think it'll go bad.
Do you have to wear something specific?
Not that I know of. I doubt they're going to put us in the black clothes and the collar and be like, what if it was...
What if you came back with your head shaved and a vow of silence under your hood?
What if it was like, you want to be a priest? Well, here, you're going to be a priest for 2 days.
Yep.
That would actually be awesome. That'd be so cool.
Pretty sure they're not just going to hand over the reins.
They're not going to just...
give you the turtleneck with a white square and be like, hey, you're a priest.
Instant ordination.
Yeah, that's good. You speak of a long process. Priesthood is an incredibly long process.
It is. Man.
You got to take so many vows. Honestly, I mean, obviously, there's the first two where you have to become celibate. There's certain things you can't eat. There's
Wait, hold on. Certain things you can't eat?
I don't know, man. I'm just shooting in the dark here.
Are you lecturing? You're lecturing about what it means?
I'm certainly not lecturing.
You're not lecturing. You're lecturing. Just to point that out, I don't think there's any diet restrictions on what a Catholic priest can eat.
Again, not Catholic. I don't know.
Maybe a Jewish priest. I don't think.
Well, honestly, when I think priest, I think Jew.
Really?
I think Jewish. I do.
Huh. Interesting.
Like when I.
Well, he and the rest of the people who identify as Jewish wouldn't eat pork.
What's the difference between a bishop and a priest?
A bishop,
besides the hat.
The hat is different. That's true. Technically, the bishop.
That was the chair.
Boss.
That
the
was the
bishop
chair.
is the boss of the priest.
Okay.
The pope is the bishop of Rome. So the pope is the boss of all the bosses of the priest. If that makes sense.
Okay, so the priest is the lowest of the totem pole.
No, well, they don't like that terminology, but technically the deacon would be the quote unquote.
There are deacons in Catholicism.
If Deacon Neslin,
because there's deacons in the Southern Baptist realm where I reside as well.
Yeah, if Stu Neslin's listening to this, which he probably won't be, I apologize, but yeah, the deacons are technically the lowest on the totem pole. So you get the deacons,
then the altar boys.
I guess so. Yeah. So I guess
the altar boys would be the lowest of the low, but they're usually forced to do it.
They're below the lectors. They're below the organist and everything. No, I'm just kidding. There's some really good altar servers out there. Man, listen to you. Like, you don't identify as Catholic, but you're making some good Catholic jokes.
I've seen movies.
Show Redux.